The emergency siren in Ashbrook hadn't been used in over 30 years. At least that's what every official record said. The old steel tower stood abandoned on a wooded hill just outside town. Rust covered nearly every inch of it, vines had climbed halfway up its legs, and the control building beside it had collapsed long ago. When the county upgraded its emergency warning system decades earlier, the siren was permanently disconnected. The power lines were removed. The equipment inside was stripped out. It became little more than a forgotten landmark. Most people under 40 didn't even know it existed. Then, in the spring of 2024, the Harper family began hearing it. The first time happened at exactly 3:13 in the morning. Daniel Harper woke to the unmistakable sound of an outdoor warning siren echoing across town. It was loud enough to shake the windows. His wife Emily sat upright immediately, asking if a tornado warning had been issued. Their 16-year-old son Tyler came running downstairs moments later. "Dad, you hear that too?" The siren continued for exactly 1 minute, before stopping as suddenly as it had begun. Daniel grabbed his phone. No weather alerts. No emergency notifications. No severe storms anywhere within 100 miles. Confused, he stepped outside. The neighborhood was completely silent. No porch lights were on. No neighbors had come outside. Everything looked perfectly normal. The next morning, he asked people at work if anyone had heard the siren. Every single person gave him the same confused look. What siren? At first, he assumed everyone had simply slept through it. Then it happened again. Exactly one night later, 3:13 a.m. The same haunting warning echoed across town for exactly 60 seconds. Again, only the Harper family woke up. Their dog barked uncontrollably before hiding beneath the kitchen table. After the second night, Daniel called the county emergency management office. The supervisor sounded puzzled. "Our old warning siren hasn't been connected to power since the early 1990s. Daniel insisted he wasn't imagining it. The supervisor checked the activation logs. Nothing. No sirens had been activated anywhere in the county. Maybe someone was playing a recording, the supervisor suggested. But that explanation didn't make sense. The sound seemed to come from every direction at once. Over the following week, stranger things began happening. Every clock inside the Harper home lost exactly 1 minute whenever the siren sounded. Digital clocks, battery-powered clocks, even Daniel's mechanical wristwatch. Each one fell behind by 60 seconds. Security cameras covering the front porch and backyard developed the exact same problem. Every recording contained a perfect 1-minute gap, beginning at 3:13. The footage didn't freeze. It simply skipped forward. It looked as though those 60 seconds had never existed. Then Tyler noticed something even stranger. Every morning after the siren, there were no birds anywhere near the house. No robins, no crows, no sparrows. The trees remained completely silent until nearly noon. His mother dismissed it as coincidence, until she looked out the upstairs bedroom window after the next siren. Someone was standing at the end of their street. A tall figure, perfectly still, facing their house. She yelled for Daniel. By the time he reached the window, the figure was gone. The security cameras should have captured whoever it was. Instead, another missing minute. Desperate for answers, Daniel visited the town library. Old newspaper archives revealed a tragedy almost everyone had forgotten. In 1987, a powerful tornado struck the eastern edge of Ashbrook. The town's emergency siren failed to activate because of a mechanical malfunction. Residents in one neighborhood received no warning. 32 people died before they realized the tornado was approaching. The investigation blamed faulty equipment. The old Siren Tower was supposedly demolished several years later. Case closed, except something didn't add up. Daniel searched old satellite imagery online. The newest images still showed the tower standing in the woods, exactly where it had always been. Curious, he drove there the following afternoon. The road ended at an overgrown trail. After 15 minutes of walking through dense trees, he found it. The Siren Tower, still standing, rusted beyond recognition. The control building had collapsed into a pile of broken concrete. Power lines ended hundreds of feet away. There was no electricity, no equipment, nothing capable of producing sound. Daniel took dozens of photographs. As he prepared to leave, his phone read 3:13, even though it was only 2 o'clock minutes earlier. The siren erupted above him. This time it wasn't distant. It was deafening. The metal tower vibrated violently. Leaves shook from nearby trees. Daniel covered his ears and stumbled backward. When the sound finally stopped, his watch read 3:14. Exactly 1 minute later, he hurried back to his truck and drove home. Emily looked relieved when he walked through the front door. "Where have you been?" Daniel stared at her. "I told you I was going to the tower." She frowned. "You never left." Tyler agreed. They both insisted Daniel had spent the entire afternoon sitting in the living room. Security camera footage from their driveway confirmed it. His truck never moved. Daniel checked the photos on his phone. Every picture of the tower had disappeared. Only one image remained. A blurry photograph taken from beneath the rusted siren. Standing at the base of the tower were 4 people. Daniel, Emily, Tyler, and someone standing beside them. The 4th figure had no face. Police searched the woods the next morning. They found the tower exactly where Daniel described. It had clearly been abandoned for decades. Investigators launched a drone to document the structure before removing it. Nothing unusual appeared during the flight, until technicians reviewed the footage frame by frame. For less than half a second, 4 figures could be seen standing beneath the tower. The Harper family, 3 days before Daniel ever visited the site. No explanation has ever been found. The old Siren Tower was demolished shortly afterward. Today, nothing remains except a concrete foundation hidden beneath the trees. The Harper family moved away that summer. They have never publicly discussed what happened. But according to neighbors who bought their old house, every year on the anniversary of the 1987 tornado, at exactly 3:13 in the morning, the dog starts barking, and for exactly 1 minute, someone can hear a siren that no longer exists.